Hey Capricorn, this read is for you guys. Let's go ahead and jump in. We'll see what the universe has to say to you today. All right, so universe, what do you got for Capricorn? You got some messages, some guidance, some advice, some insight. What do you have to say to Capricorn today? I feel like the cards are starting to jump out, so that's her cue to me to get going. So we have light, fulfillment of wishes, emotional loss, harmony, and universe. So usually when I see the universe card in my reads, she represents that we're going to be talking about a universal life lesson or being on your universal path in life, things that are meant to happen to take you where you're supposed to go. I feel like we might be talking about some healing, possibly from an old relationship, to be able to move forward and find that harmony and that fulfillment of wishes. I'm going to keep pulling cards here. I got temptation, transformation, heartache and loss, authority, and love begins. Yeah, so I definitely feel like we're going to be talking about an old relationship and moving forward from that, not letting it stop us from finding happiness in the future. That transformation card to me indicates that this is going to be a transformative experience for you, this healing journey that I think these cards are going to be speaking to here. So I have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups can represent a feeling of indifference, or sort of feeling emotionally withdrawn. I think it definitely ties into that heartache and loss and that emotional loss, and sort of feeling stuck in those emotions and having trouble finding your way out of them. I have the Chariot card. To me, the Chariot card is all about positive forward movement and perseverance. I feel like that is the universe's way of encouraging you through tarot to be able to move forward and find healing. I have the Empress card, and she's all about love and nurturing. I feel like that's what you need to do for yourself. Nurture yourself, love yourself, do some self-care and look after yourself. I have the Magician card, and he represents having all the tools that you need to be successful in life. And I feel like you're gaining them on this journey. I have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords also represents triumph. So from what I can see here is this journey is going to be very positive for you. I have the Tower card, and the Tower card to me represents an ending that was sudden and unexpected. So I don't feel like you were the one who chose to end this relationship. I feel like the other person was, and I feel like that's why it hurts so much more, because you weren't the one who walked away. I have the Ten of Wands. I feel like he definitely speaks to what you're going through. He represents feeling overwhelmed and overburdened, and I think that's what these emotions are too. They're very overwhelming. I have the Nine of Wands. I feel like he speaks to this battle of yours for healing and finding clarity and moving forward, and it being exhausting at times. I have the Five of Swords. He represents selfish or short-won victories. I'm feeling like he's tying in to the Temptation card. I feel like you're almost even tempted to reach out to this person to try and rekindle this relationship, or at the very least find closure as to why it ended. So I have the Moon card here, and the Moon card can represent truths that are still unknown to us. I think that's part of why you're having trouble letting go, is because you don't know why it ended. And you're looking for that closure. Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups can represent feeling stuck in negative emotions, so much so that you can't see positive opportunities around you. And I feel like it's also tying into this emotional loss, this heartache and loss, and where you're at and really fighting and battling to get through and to heal these wounds. I have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is sometimes referred to as the Apprentice card. So he can speak of academic learning, but we're not talking about academic learning here. We're talking about a very personal journey. So I feel like he's talking about two things here. I feel like he's also speaking to your trouble letting go because you don't understand why it ended. So searching for that knowledge. But I also feel like he's speaking to this universe card and this transformation card and this personal journey that you're on. I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourself through this journey. I think you're going to learn a lot about how strong and how capable you are. And I think you're going to gain a lot of strength along the way as well. I have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles represents new beginnings. I also have the Four of Wands, which represents setting down a solid foundation for a happy future. And I feel like that's what this healing is going to be for you. It's going to be transformative. It's going to change the way you look at life, but also how you carry yourself in life too. I feel like you're going to be a completely different person when you come out the other end of this, much more empowered. So I have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords represents also feeling stuck, trapped in negative thoughts and emotions. To me, it's all about insecurities. It's about doubts. It's that why did this happen? I feel like that's what you're stuck in, and that's why you can't find clarity. I have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords can represent a disappointing or delayed news. I feel like it speaks to this relationship ending. That was the disappointing news. I also have the Death card, and the Death card is all about transition and closing the door in one chapter of your life and beginning another. To me, it speaks of healing and moving forward and letting go of the past here. I also feel like this Page of Swords ties into that person as well, because I don't just get a symbolic vibe off of him. I get a personal vibe. I feel like he speaks to a person. And because pages tend to be so young, I get immaturity, but I also get arrogance coming off of him. So I feel like the way in which this person walked away was not very nice. I don't think they took your feelings into account. I think they were quite cruel when they walked away in the things that they said to you. And that's a lot of why this hurts so much too. I think they were very rude and very cruel and very mean in all of it. And that's what made it hurt even worse, and why it's even harder to let go. I think it brought forward some insecurities and some things about yourself that might have hurt your self-esteem. I get a nasty vibe off of that Page of Swords. I have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands to me in this represents a clarity. A clarity and a bright future that I feel like ties into this Death card and ties into the Seven of Pentacles, which is representative of an abundant harvest. So not just the abundance of the harvest, but the work that has to get put in so that you can have that abundant harvest. And I feel like the work is the healing journey that you're taking right now. And I feel like this abundance is going to be this new personal and inner strength. I feel like that Love Begins card is all about you. I don't feel like it speaks to a new love or a new romance in your life. I feel like it speaks to you loving you again and you loving life again, because this person really knocked you down. So being able to let go of that and move forward, I think, is going to give you a completely new lease on life. I feel like this person couldn't give you what you needed. I feel like the Four of Pentacles is speaking to this. The Four of Pentacles is sometimes called the Miser card. And he can be a warning of greed or penny pinching. But again, we're not talking about money in this read. We're talking about a very personal journey. And I feel a very strong tie from the Four of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. So I feel like this person was never going to give you an emotional connection. There's something about them what they're not capable of it. But I think part of it has to do with choice too. I don't think they're a very nice person. I just get a bad vibe off of them. I have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords can represent heartbreak and separation. So again, I feel like it speaks to this as well. I have the Five of Wands, which represents conflict. To me in this read, it's more about inner conflict and conflict within you. On finding closure and letting go. I have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles represents something you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. And to me, I feel like it speaks to this journey, and that this journey is going to take you time. It's going to take time to heal. It's going to take time to feel okay again, to build up this self-esteem and all the good things that come from that. I feel like this next line is tying into that that Temptation card and the Five of Swords, the short one, victories. I have the Lovers card, and I feel it very strongly tying into that Page of Swords. Then next to it I have the Seven of Cups, which represents choosing wisely and weighing your options. I feel like it's speaking to your want to reach out to this person and to weigh your choices and consider things very carefully before you do that, because I do have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles represents going through a rough time financially. Again, we're not talking about finances, so to me that represents that you will not only will you not get what you need out of this person, I feel like you're gonna feel like you have even less. You're gonna feel very empty. This is not gonna bring you any closure. In fact, I feel like it's going to make things worse. I have the Hermit card here, and the Hermit card is all about introspection and taking time to reflect. I got it in between that Seven of Cups and that Five of Pentacles, so I feel like if you weigh your options carefully and you really take time to think about it very carefully, I feel like you know in your heart what the right choice is. You know in your heart what the outcome would be of getting involved with this person again, or reaching out to try and get involved with this person again. So I feel like they were a user, and I feel like that's what the Lovers card speaks to as well. And just taking what they wanted from you and not giving you what you needed. Yeah, I have Stand Your Ground, Triumph, and Destiny. So again, Destiny to me is a lot like this transformation, this universe card. It's all about being on the universal path, or your destined path in life. I feel like the lessons that you're going to learn from this is going to help you to transform into who you're supposed to be in life, which will take you on your path and will take you to where you're supposed to go, to a place in which you will find happiness, you will find that harmony, you will triumph. To me, Stand Your Ground is all about you taking back control of your situation and not allowing this page to take up any more of your time or your thoughts, or to cause you worry or doubt or insecurity about yourself. And just taking back control of your life and your situation and who you are and how you feel. Alrighty guys, that's what the card said to me. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to comment, to like, to subscribe. If you're not already part of the community, we would love to have you here. Take care.